Xehanort has to be somewhere in town.
Let's go find him then, shall we, Goofy? Now this looks like a cool town. I wonder if there might be a couple of chests here. Well, this looks like a fight, doesn't it? What do you reckon?
It sure is awful quiet here.
Just go run around.
Hey! What? What's going on? Are you serious?
I know what the big deal is. We can fly too.
Get on to the station.
Oh, I don't think they're the locals.
Ready? Huh?
Is that the real organisation Thor 13, was it? Looks like there should be a map around here, you know. What do you think? Oh, well, not that way, I guess. Here we go. Ow. Ow. Alright. Disney owns Star Wars now as well, don't they? Oh, had enough being hit. Just teleported away.
Back at you. Got him. Heal.
You guys want to get up here and fly too, or how do you want to do this?
Here we go.
I know what to do.
Just do it, Goofy.
Go get him.
Oh wow, actually hit him. He's gone. Hello? Evil guys? Where'd you go? Fight anymore. There they are.
Back at you.
Nearly got this one. A few more. Right. What the? Oh, that's not good. Oh, right, we're still fighting, are we? Okay. They were moving away as I was moving towards them there, like, in uniform as well. Okay. Great, great. That's really good. So where are we going then? Oh, can we fight them like normal now? Okay. Right. Where are you? Hello, evil guys. There you are. Still just teleporting, huh? Oh, we got one. Oh, we got all of them. Okay.
Of all the places to be sent.
Master Xehanort!
Behold, this town. Once a seat of power for all Keyblade wielders. It is the nexus from which all worlds spring. Here I and my other selves can be one. United in Scala et Caelum.
Why do I get the feeling that's not your final form? Oh, he's a goat.
Let's get him.
Yeah! You got it?
Now.
I'd make an Inception joke, but I don't know if it'd be my own.
Xehanort!
We are just getting started.
Yeah, thought it might be. Oh yeah, this looks good.
Be gone.
What the hell is this around me? Come on, game, help me out here. What?
Breathe!
What? Okay, that's bad.
Thanks.
Cute. How am I supposed to get higher then?
So long.
Right, it's about time you had an unstoppable attack, huh? Alright, let's just try and dodge this a bit, shall we? It's a bit close. It's a bit... I'm just gonna hide out in there, right?
Back at you.
Be gone!
Heal. Come on. Here we go.
Can't see anything. Okay. Oh, great, this again. Can we...
Back off. Nice. Thank you.
How do I... This is ridiculous.
Be gone! What? Be gone!
Oh, I wish the block mechanic worked in this game. Oh well, we'll just keep swinging. We'll get him. Oh, underwater? That's the worst type of fighting. Come on, game. Well, where'd he go? Oh my god. Can't see a thing, don't know where he is.
I think not. Be gone! Lead of the darkness. Pathetic. Not a chance.
Well, this seems to work, and of course, right. Seems to work until he just comes out of nowhere. There's nothing you can do about it. It's really good. More magic. Oh great, that's good. That's really good. Let's get away from that, shall we? What the hell is this?
So long!
What?
See ya! Yeah!
Be gone!
How are you supposed to block that? You can't even see where he's coming from. It's so stupid. 2 more bars though, nearly there. Can we go down? Of course we can. Go towards him, Sora. Great. So keep going, nearly there, here we go. This is the one. One more hit.
You think you have won?
No, of course I don't think I've won, as if you're only going to have one form. Come on. He's still got like another 12 swords or something, hasn't he?
It's all over, Xehanort!
You thought you could contain me here, knowing all that you do about connections? There is one sky, one destiny.
Right, let's continue where we left off, shall we? Going to be struggling a bit for high potions here, I think. Just coming out of keyholes, isn't he? Let's get a heal off now. Yeah, I didn't want to dodge those ones anyway. All those.
Kingdom Hearts!
Right. Just doing that so I get a Kiraga off, actually.
Here we go. Back off.
Doing some decent damage, but no way is this his final thing, right?
Enlighten me. Shine.
Right. Where is he? There he is.
Concede.
One of they here. Come on, quick. Oh, Koopa. Oh, man.
Pathetic. Concede. Taste.
Oh, this is so stupid.
Kingdom Hearts. Begone. Pathetic.
It's Curacao. There we go.
Begone.
Love it when he attacks from behind like that. That's really good. Not even doing any damage to him, are we?
Begone. Pathetic. Concede.
Cure, not attack. Cure. Turn to light. There we go. Nearly there. Just over a bar to go.
Expire.
Can't dodge, can't do anything.
Begone.
Can't do anything. What am I supposed to do here? Donald, if you don't mind.
Judgment.
So I guess those bits are the ones you're just supposed to survive and you can't really do anything about. So they get a good couple more. One more. Where is he? No. Last try, is that it? Okay. Yeah, well, that didn't work very well.
It ends here and now.
Oh, is that me doing that? Oh, that was weird. I think I came out of my control. Hold on. Weird. That might actually be it.
Why? How?
It's over now! You lost!
No, look. You are too late.
Are we really?
I don't know.
What's gonna happen?
Urge. The world will be returned whence it started. The world began in darkness, and from that darkness came light. From the light came the people, and the people had hearts. Evil burgeoned in those hearts, begetting more darkness. And the darkness spread across the world like a plague. The light, the symbol of the world's hope, was devoured by shadow, leaving nothing but ruin and utter failure. But the first light, the light of Kingdom Hearts, it can give us a new start. An empty world, pure and bright.
It wasn't your decision to make.
Then whose was it? The world needs someone to stand up and lead. Someone strong, to stop the weak from polluting the world with their endless darkness. Someone to dictate their destiny.
If so, you're not that person, Xehanort. A real leader knows that destiny is beyond his control, and accepts that.
You make me think of an old friend.
Look!
Oh.
Juliet.
Are you okay?
Yep.
Kingdom Hearts is closing on the other side, but we managed to follow our hearts to you.
Master Xehanort, there's more to light than meets the eye. As I chew.
You sly fox. Now hand over the Keyblade, Xehanort. It is too late. For us, perhaps, but not for them. No. I can do this. Enough. Checkmate.
I told you that you might be surprised.
Yeah, you got me.
Huh? Really?
What?
It's just, you never admit it when you lose.
That's 'cause I never lose.
Oh, come on.
Good game today.
I try.
Maybe I won't go as far as you.
Huh?
When the world needs a defender, they'll pick you, Ericus.
Huh? You think?
But that doesn't mean that I can't be there for you.
Yeah, and I'll be there for you.
Very well done. Terra, Aqua, Ven. Forgive your foolish teacher.
Master! Master!
Master.
Then, I put you through such a harrowing experience. And Aqua, I left you with such a heavy burden. Terra, look after them for me. Please. Here. Ready, my friend? Yes.
Sora. Let's close it.
Everybody help me out.
Alright, so there's the battle report. So, quite a lot of scenes there, about 15 minutes worth. The first part was just sort of, well, they went back to the Keyblade Cemetery and Kairi's still missing, so Sora said he was going to go find her, you know, as per usual. Donald and Goofy said they were going to go with him. He said, no, not this time, we're going to go on my own. They're all a bit sad, and off he went, and I guess he went to do that. And then we sort of saw the homecoming for the other little groups, like Ventus, Aqua, and Lee, Axel were back in Twilight Town having ice cream on top of the clock tower, and then the guy with blue hair turned up, the one with the weird scars crossing his brow. He turned up and also had ice cream. I guess they're buddies now. And Hayna, Pence, and Alette turned up and also had. Wait, was that Roxas or Ventus? Huh. One of them. Roxas? No, Ventus. Ventus. And they all had ice cream. They were all very happy. Mickey, Donald, and Goofy went back to the Disney World castle thing and met Minnie and Daisy and the dog, and they were all happy. Riku, Namine got a body, I guess the what do they call it? The duplicate body thing. What do they call that? Vessel? Replica. They get, you know, she got the replica body thing, and the science guy that we saw right at the beginning and then didn't really see for the rest of the game. We saw he sorted that out, and then Riku picked her up in the gummy ship, and off they went. And then everyone was on the island, having fun on the beach and stuff like that. Still no Sora and Kairi, and that kind of was the end of that little bit. Then it cut back to the Keyblade Cemetery, and Xigbar was there with one of the Keyblades that Xehanort made. One of the set had one, and then for some reason 4 other people met him there, but they weren't in the black coats. They were dressed, they had like animal masks on, like a unicorn, a bear, a snake, and something else. And he also had a big box there, and then it kind of zoomed out, and Maleficent and Pete were watching them, so I guess that's the box they were after, but they didn't really explain anything else. And he was talking about Ava. I don't know who Ava is. Something about his role. And then the last bit, it cut to a very, very realistic, very highly rendered scene with Sora in, it looked like Shibuya in Tokyo, on that famous crossing, you know. He was there and Riku was there, and it was like the graphics were super high definition. It looks very, very realistic, and they were there, but they were separate, and they were just sort of like looking around like, what's going on type of thing. And then it cut to Riku sat on a roof, I guess in Tokyo, with one blue eye and one red eye. And then there was, well, on one of the big screens it flashed up the number 104, whatever that meant. And then there was another black coat there as well. And then it cut to, it said something, reconnect Kingdom Hearts or something like that. So it didn't really, I don't know, I have no idea what that was all about. It's probably pretty obvious. Okay, let's have a look at this battle report then. So, game mode Proud. 4,500 enemies, okay. Wheel of Fate, yeah, use that the most. Distance travelled, okay, good. Most used situation, agile claws. Huh, that's kind of surprising. Got all the lucky emblems, very nice. Most consumed cuisine, chocolate mousse once. Just under 40 hours. Okay, so let's talk about this game. Oh boy, where to start? So, okay, let's start with the bits I liked. I mean, at the beginning, it was really enjoyable to be back in these worlds and travelling around and being with Sora and Donald again, and go into the various worlds and they, meeting the different characters. Like particularly when it started with Hades there, I thought, great, this is exactly what I'd remember, what I really liked, really enjoyed. And so that was good, and it looks spectacular. It looks really, really great. They did a really good job with the design. And at the beginning, the combat was fun. It was how I remembered it. I mean, it's it's mash X to win. That's all. On the hardest difficulty, I think I used 2 Kupo coins, so I died twice in the entire playthrough. And pretty much all I did was mash X and then try and dodge or get out of the way, which was ridiculously hard to do, I thought. Okay, so let's talk about the combat. So it started out fun. It started out good, but it got very, very samey. And I know there's a lot of different options and things you can do, but you just don't need them. There is no need for them whatsoever. And they really could have. The vast majority of the game at the beginning that's what you needed to do, and that was good enough to get you through quite easily, But then when it got to the later stages, where we're fighting the organisation and people like that, it then punishes you for having played like that for the majority of the game, because their attacks, the camera doesn't really help at all. I don't know if me changing that setting back in Corona or something made a big difference there, but I mean, the camera didn't help at all. It was an absolute nightmare. It was too close. If you're gonna have enemies zooming in from off camera, like behind you, and and you're expected to dodge a block or whatever, you've got to have the camera zoomed out a bit so you can actually see it coming. Otherwise, how are you supposed to dodge this stuff? And the block command, man, they could have had a really good thing there. All they had to do is allow you to block while you're being hit, Because as soon as you're getting whacked, there's nothing you can do. You're stuck in it. Whereas if you could get your block in and hold it down instead of having to just time it right, almost like a parry, it would have actually been a bit useful and would have made it a lot more exciting, because you would feel like you actually have control of it, not just waiting for your chances in between getting knocked around the whole place to actually attack the bloody people. So that was... It got very frustrating right at the end. I think that was quite clear. And the final battle there was just ridiculous, because it just cycles between windows where you can attack the enemy and do a lot of damage, and then windows where... And you can try and dodge, but you don't know what you're dodging because you can't see anything and you can't block it, so you just hope you survive the onslaught, can get a heal in, and then go to town on them again. That's not good combat for me. If you want to have a bit of variety there, make those epic fights at the end that they're trying to make them epic. They've got to be, well, I can say realistic, but realistic is the wrong word. They've got to involve you more. You've got to be able to actually have a bit of strategy there, not just trying to survive and keep hitting them. And I really think they missed a trick there, because that really could have added a good dimension to it if you could have got the block in well, and if the camera would track a bit better. But again, maybe that was a setting. And then, okay, so that's the fighting. I mean, it was fine, but it wasn't good enough, I think. It should have been a lot better, should have been a lot more refined. It was still too similar to the previous games, where they were a bit more limited by what they could do. It's just far too chaotic at times. You couldn't see what the hell was going on. And you just mash an X hoping you're hitting something, And I'm not even going to get into the targeting, because that was just a disaster. So anyway, that's the combat. The story... Nomura and Square Enix cannot tell stories anymore. They cannot tell a decent, comprehensible, normal story. I mean, this goes back a long way now as well. I think, was it Nomura who did Final Fantasy 13? But anyway, Square Enix, when that came out, that had real potential to be a spectacular game, but they just cannot tell a normal story, beginning, middle, end. Characters that you can recognise and understand, and not too many characters either. Like, FF13 is a great example. That game would have been great if they'd started it earlier in the story. Because you start... At the beginning of the game, you start and you just hear like a couple of times, oh, Lycia really bad. But they don't show why. If they'd started it earlier and you'd been playing, and you'd have had to fight some people who were l'Cie that were bad or whatever, and causing a load of trouble, and were being really evil. Then it would have had so much more impact when you turned into them, being like, oh shit, now we're kind of, which side are we of good or evil here, But as it went, it just turned out that you could. Yeah, so all of a sudden we got magic powers and stuff like that. This is great. Why would this be a bad thing? And it really frustrates me, because then Final Fantasy 15 I felt was the same. The storytelling is just a disaster. I mean, you can't call a story complete if you have to watch a 2 and a half, 2 hour movie before you even play the game to understand what the hell is going on and what this world is about. That's not how you build a world. You start small, you meet some people, you hear some rumours, you learn some things, you go out into the wider world, and you build it gradually, and you hear different things from different people, You don't just chuck as many names in and random people as you can, and then hope that people are going to put it together by reading a 1,000-page data log or whatever stupid thing they're trying to do. And it's a real problem. It really makes me worry for the company going forward, because they're just getting away from what JRPGs are and why people really like them. Because this is not, look at this. The first half of the game, all those 8 Disney Worlds we went to, what was the point in that? That had no bearing on the final run in there at all. And they could have done it so simply to make this game much more effective and much more engaging. In my opinion, what they should have done is, so each of those worlds we went to, we had at the end there were 7 Guardians or whatever, plus Donald and Goofy. So that's enough people. You could have put one of those people in each of those worlds, and they could have been being held there by one of the organisation or whatever, or were in trouble there, or have been corrupted, and you had to go in and get them and build that team up. You could go into each world, save the person, learn about the backstory, about who they are, and which what happened in their game, and get a bit of backstory and feeling about, right, okay, this is our team, this is what we're doing, this is our goal. But no, it's just we're just going from world to world, meeting these people, and do it, and well, what were we doing there? I don't even know. We just seemed to jump from one to the other with nothing in between. And it was just a mess. Absolute mess. And then, this game could have been started from when you went to the Keyblade Graveyard, and it would have been the same. Would have been the same outcome, You would have been there knowing the same amount of stuff. And it's just absolute disaster. And it really annoyed me quite a lot, actually, because I was really hoping they would, at the beginning I was really trying to give them time and say, okay, maybe they'll pull this together, they're just building it up. But no, they didn't do it at all. The whole thing with Maleficent and Pete there, what was that all about? They showed up with one little bit right at the end. They're still looking for this box. We've got no idea what it is. And I don't know if that's, is it going to be another game? Is it going to be DLC? I really hope there's not DLC for this game, because that would just be ridiculous. And this concept they've done for this whole world is so ridiculous. You can't, if they wanted to do it with all these different games and all these different characters, fine. But if they're going to be all part of the same sequence, you've got to number the games sequentially, right? This should have been Kingdom Hearts 10 or whatever. Because if you played the 1, 2 and 3 back to back, it would make no sense whatsoever. And that is bad game design and bad storytelling. And it is a real problem. I worry for Square in the future, I played Octopath Traveler, and even though the story in that, again, was poorly done, the game was a lot more enjoyable. Because it was how a JRPG should be and should look, and you could, it wasn't the open world, but it was more engaging, it was more vibrant, there was a limited number of characters that you could understand. As I mentioned in that LP, they should have, the super end boss, that should have been in the game. It should have been in the main game, Once you get all your 8 characters and you finish all their stories, then if you just did it with 4, then you end it there, fine, whatever. But if you did it with 8, and then this should happen and be part of it. They're missing a huge part there. For what reason, It is absolutely ridiculous. And it makes me worry a lot. So, for replayability, I have no interest in going back to this. Just because it doesn't make any bloody sense. No bloody sense. Anyway, let's save it and see what happens. Okay, game clear data. Okay, good. So let's overwrite the oldest one, that one. And all those, look at Baymax here, and all those guys. What was the point in that? And I thought the world Okay, Last Masters has been added to the theatre. Okay, great. Oh, Lost Masters, so we've got to watch another video. Zora Theatre, I don't know who that is. Okay. That's another part that happened in the end scene. So I guess it was Xehanort and Ericus were the ones playing chess, and they started a new game where they this time had 7 dark characters and started a new chess game or something, I guess, you know. Let's have a look at this theatre then, shall we? See what's in here. See, look at all this. Okay, I just went in there and it just stopped me recording, so I wouldn't be able to show that anyway. But there's like 20 videos in there or something, you know. So I guess that's the end scene there. Such a shame. Such a shame. You know, because I really thought I really was enjoying this. Anyway, I'm going on too long now. So, well, if you made it this far, thank you very much, and I really appreciate you watching and hearing me complain a lot at the end there. But, yeah. I'm not going to pretend to like a game if I really didn't think it lived up to what I think it should be. So hopefully we'll have a next one, and I really hope to see you there. So until next time, take it easy.